Welcome to week 1 of the New Move Challenge. Dr. Marcia of Move with Marcia here, your friendly neighborhood physical therapist and certified yoga teacher. Welcome to week 1 of the New Move Challenge. Okay, let's make sure we're all on the same page for week 1. Why are we doing a challenge? To celebrate my book. Movement for Everybody launches on August 13th. It is available for pre-order now or on hold at your local library for the free, right? So to celebrate that, we are doing a 4-week challenge together, you and I, together. Each week kind of copies what's going on in each of the chapters. You know, like a little vibe, a little synopsis, a little taste, a little tapas, a little small plate, a little sampler of what's going on in each chapter. So you can get an idea of what you're getting from this book, right? And also maybe kind of put you in the headspace of this is a mental exercise book as much as it is a movement exercise book, okay? Fantastic, great. So how these longer videos will work is I will talk you through what the challenge of the week is, and then I'm going to serve as the body double and fill out my challenge. What I mean by fill out, if you are a paper-based person or you like to do like those PDF and write on your iPad type thing, I do have something for you. That's on my website, it's free. Or you could just freeform write it, or you could take voice notes. I don't care, whatever works for you, right? I'm not gonna tell you how to journal, I'm just gonna tell you the journal prompts. So, that's how these videos will work. I'll talk you through it, I will do it, and then we'll recap on what I found for myself. So if you don't need the body double thing, if you don't want to do it like at the same time while, you know, I'm on the screen with you doing it, you don't have to, babe. This video's timestamped, skip ahead. Okay, great. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. The New Move Challenge week 1 is going to be the why. So the aim of this challenge is that I want you to try something new, a new movement, a new exercise, a new practice. And it could be something big and broad and expansive, or it could be something small, specific, short, right? It doesn't have to be, I want to run a marathon. I mean, if you got it like that, you got to do your thing, but it doesn't have to be that. So I'll give you a couple of examples. If you're a powerlifter, let's say you're very familiar with squat, bench, and deadlift, and you're like static, you know, strength, power-based focused workouts, maybe you want to try a move that's more strongman oriented. Maybe you want to try a piece of equipment that you've seen other people doing in the gym, right? Like a yoke walk or a sled drag. That could be your new move for these 4 weeks, okay? Or let's say you're somebody that's familiar with movement, but you've never really done social dancing. You exercise, but you've never tried to learn, I don't know, Latin dances like salsa or bachata. You've never done Lindy Hop or Charleston or any swing dance. And maybe you decide to follow along on YouTube for free or take some classes. That could be your new move for the 4 weeks, right? So it could be big and expansive, or it could be very simple and short. It could be something like taking a walk. It could be something like riding a bike. It's not that deep. Okay, so let's talk through the week 1 challenge. The first thing you're gonna do is list your ideas for something new to try. What are we gonna do? The next thing you're gonna do is list where you're gonna do it. How are you gonna do it? So we'll go back to the other examples. If I was talking about that lifting example where you are a powerlifter, you want to try a strongman move, you know, the where or how are you going to do it more than likely would be at the gym, right? Because you're not going to have that stuff at home. The dancing example, or maybe you want to try yoga, or maybe you want to learn how to do a handstand, you might have some more options because maybe you go to a studio. Maybe you follow on YouTube. Maybe you're on Instagram, right? So make the list of some ideas for something to try, and then make the list of where or how you think you could try them, right? Like think about what's possible. The next thing I want you to think about is, do you have any limiting beliefs about this movement? When you say, I want to try blank, is there something in the back of your mind that's like, I don't know. But don't you have to be skinny to do that? Or is there something like, I don't know, are you strong enough to do that? We're gonna put that on paper because I want you to think about, where does that come from? Who said that? Who told me that? Why do I think this? This is what we're gonna start week 1 off with, okay? So those are your 4 journal prompts for week 1 of the New Move Challenge, the why. Number 1, list your ideas of something new to try. Number 2, list where or how you can try these moves. Number 3, do you have any beliefs, limiting beliefs about these movements? Number 4, where did that come from? Like, why are you like this? Not to say that it's your fault, but that's what self-reflection entails, right? These are systemic problems often when we talk about where those kind of thoughts come from. But anyways, so that is the prompt, that is the vibe, that's the idea. Next, I'm gonna work through my own thing and body double and set a timer. So if that's not for you, guess what? What did I say? What did I say? Check the timestamp if you wanna hear my reflections for this week. So, for me to be able to do this journaling stuff, I need some music. And you know, we can't do licensed stuff here, so I'm gonna be a little bit rude and keep that to myself. And I am on a chill vibe. I've been listening to Don Toliver's Lovesick. That's what I'm gonna play. And then I'm going to set us a timer. We're gonna keep it brief for 3 minutes. We're gonna work on this journal prompt for 3 minutes. So, did you get your pen and paper? Did you pause this video and find the free PDF download and get it on your iPad or print it out? I know everybody doesn't have a printer these days. Pause right now, get ready. Okay, we're back, great, welcome back. Let's set that timer. 3 minutes on the clock. I got my vibes in my ears. We got about a minute left. Oh, and that's time. I got my headphones in so you can't hear it. Oh, maybe you can. I don't know. Alrighty, so that was 3 minutes. So I'll share what I wrote. Maybe it helps your brain as well. So for me to think about something new to try, first I had to think about like, what have I already been doing, right? So I've done powerlifting, I've competed as a powerlifter, I've done strongman, and then that led me to try Olympic lifting. Because funny enough, I would do powerlifting and I thought that Olympic lifting was cool, but like overhead was scary. And then I did strongman, fear conquered, and did Oli. And then lately, since I moved and I'm on my own, I have been doing a lot of social dancing. So I've done swing dance, I've learned Lindy Hop, I've learned some Charleston, I've also done blues dancing, lots of fun. So like I had to think about, where have I been? Okay, so my list of things to try, pole dancing, bachata specifically. I don't know why, but salsa just makes my legs hurt. Maybe it's the on the toes thing, I don't know. So we're not, bachata could be a vibe. And also that reminds me of Haitian compa and like merengue, which I grew up doing. So it doesn't really feel like a stretch for me mentally, coordination wise. Other things I have on here is rock climbing. And then I also have learn how to do inversions. So like handstand, chin stand, shoulder stand, because I've been practicing yoga for a while, but the physical practice, I haven't really been doing like hardcore lately. And I used to be able to do those handstands, headstands, all that. Now, not so much. So those are my ideas for things to try. In terms of where or how I could try those moves, if I'm gonna do pole dance, I'm gonna need to go to a studio and I'm gonna need to take a class. Because for me, I need to try something out before, I am a heavy commit to the bit person, but I'm gonna at least try it once or twice before I buy something so I can do it at home. So I'm gonna need a class, and also, coordination wise, I'm not the best. I need somebody like eyes on me, telling me how to do what to do. So that for sure is a class. Bachata, I feel like I could learn some things online, but for dance, I learned best when I could practice with a person. So I would like to take, it might not need to be like a formal class. If there's like a restaurant that does free lessons and dance nights or something, I could be okay with that. Rock climbing, I would pretty much be tied to going to like a rock climbing gym, which might be expensive, and I'm already paying for other stuff. But the inversions, I can do that at home. I would just have to like be committed to practicing. I can do that at home. So, do I have any limiting beliefs? I really haven't seen many thick girls doing pole dance, right? I'm still straight size. I don't really wear plus sizes, but when I go to places, sometimes I am still the largest person there, which is sad. So I haven't really seen the big, thick girls doing pole dance. So, like, I don't know if I go to a class, like, will they know how to make things work for me? Also, I don't have the best, like, cardio endurance. Also, I'm clumsy, and that could vary based on my illness. Sometimes I am clumsier on days where the brain fog is high, and I have fatigue, whether it's mental fatigue or physical or both. So those are my limiting beliefs. Where do they come from? Real life, some of those are real. The chronic illness stuff is real. But the endurance one honestly doesn't matter. Like if I go to a class and I'm sweaty and I'm struggling, it truly shouldn't matter. But I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I go to places and I like feel like the only one. I feel like people are judging me and I might feel like a little stupid. So that's on me to deal with. And I don't love that. Let's see. And I also just have in general uncertainty about my energy levels because sometimes it's predictable and sometimes it's not. So that's my week 1. That's where I arrived after 3 minutes. So if that's all the work you do on this, like that we did together, 3 minutes, that's cool. Or maybe you come back to this tomorrow and think on it some more. Maybe you're the kind of person that needs to like meditate with movement or with time, that's fine too. Sometimes it can be hard to just sit down and say, think. That's fair, okay? But that was week 1, the why of the New Move Challenge. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to follow along for week 2 in a week. No surprise there. Anyways, love you, bye.